If you were born a Libra, prepare to discover something extraordinary about your spiritual nature. There are 9 profound revelations that the universe has in store especially for those born under this sign. And each one carries unique transformative power. These are not coincidences or accidents. They are ancient truths that connect you directly with higher powers. Many people spend their entire lives searching for spiritual signs without realizing that they already carry special gifts within them. If you're a Libra, you're part of a select group that receives direct messages from the cosmos. And if you leave now, you'll miss the chance to understand why your soul chose this sign, and what powers lie dormant within you, waiting to be awakened. Have you ever noticed how you can always see both sides of any situation? Or how people naturally seek your opinion when making important decisions? This isn't a coincidence. It's the first sign that you possess a unique spiritual connection, a natural bridge between worlds that few can access. First revelation: you are a natural channel of divine justice. The first spiritual revelation that comes to those born under Libra is the understanding that you were chosen to be a channel of divine justice on Earth. Your inner scales are not just an astrological symbol. They are a sacred instrument that you carry within your soul. When you sense something is wrong in a situation, when your intuition points out imbalances, you are receiving direct messages from the universe. Imagine a common situation. You enter a room where 2 people are arguing, and you immediately feel physically uncomfortable. This discomfort isn't social anxiety. It's your spiritual antenna picking up on the energetic disharmony of the place. You're programmed to automatically detect injustices, lies, and imbalances. It's as if you carry an internal spiritual detector that never fails. The power that comes from this revelation is immense. When you accept your role as a channel of divine justice, your decisions begin to carry a different weight in the universe. Your words of reconciliation carry healing power. Your ability to mediate conflicts becomes almost magical. People begin to seek you not just for advice, but to find inner peace. You become a beacon of balance in a chaotic world. Second revelation: your inner beauty attracts guardian angels. The second spiritual revelation in store for Libra is discovering that their natural appreciation for beauty and harmony attracts guardian angels into their lives. We're not just talking about physical beauty, but the inner light you project when you seek to create harmonious environments and balanced relationships. This luminous energy acts like a spiritual magnet that draws beings of light closer to you. Think about those moments when you rearrange a space to make it more beautiful, or when you can calm an argument simply with your gentle presence. What you didn't know is that every gesture you make toward beauty and harmony is sending signals to the spiritual world. Angels recognize this vibration and respond by offering extra protection. This is why Libras often escape dangerous situations at the last minute, or receive unexpected help in the most difficult moments. The superpower that comes from this revelation is constant protection. When you consciously embrace your love of beauty as a spiritual mission, when you understand that creating harmony is your way of praying, you activate a powerful energetic shield. Negative situations simply melt away around you. Toxic people lose interest in your company. Problems that seemed impossible find elegant and surprising solutions. If you've made it this far, it's because you truly want to understand the mysteries of your sign. Why not subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any revelations about the signs, and activate the notification bell? And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing that good energy is coming from every corner of Brazil. Third revelation: you receive messages through relationships. The third spiritual revelation for Libra is understanding that the universe uses your relationships as its primary channel of communication with you. Each person who crosses your path carries a specific message, a lesson, or a spiritual gift that you need to receive. This explains why you feel such a strong need to connect with others. Your soul knows that it is through these encounters that you evolve spiritually. Notice how this happens in practice. That person who appeared in your life just when you needed to learn about forgiveness. The friend who appeared out of nowhere, offering exactly the opportunity you'd been asking the universe for. The conflict that, despite being painful, taught you to set healthy boundaries. These aren't coincidences. They are divine messages arriving through human hearts. The power of this revelation completely transforms the way you experience relationships. You stop seeing people as mere companions and begin to recognize them as spiritual messengers. Conflicts become opportunities for growth. Chance encounters reveal profound synchronicities. You develop the ability to read the hidden lessons in every human interaction, transforming your social life into a school of constant wisdom. Fourth revelation. Your search for peace is a sacred mission. The fourth revelation that comes to Libra is understanding that your constant need for peace is not a weakness or an escape from reality, but rather a sacred mission you brought into this existence. You don't avoid conflict out of fear. You transform it because you were designed by the universe to be a peacemaker. Every time you manage to calm a tense situation, you are fulfilling a divine purpose far greater than you can imagine. See this happening in your daily life. When you enter a tense environment and your gentle energy automatically begins to dissolve the aggression in the air. When your family is in crisis and everyone naturally turns to you to find a solution that pleases everyone. When you manage to bring two people who were at odds back together. These moments aren't just nice gestures. They're powerful spiritual rituals you perform without even realizing it. The superpower that awakens with this revelation is the ability to transmute negative energy into positive energy simply by your presence. You become a kind of living spiritual filter, absorbing chaos and emanating serenity. The places where you live become more harmonious. People around you become naturally calmer. You develop the ability to bring peace not just through words, but through the pure energy you project into the world. Fifth revelation. You are a spiritual mirror for others. The fifth spiritual revelation for Libra is discovering that you function as a spiritual mirror for the people around you. Your natural ability to see multiple perspectives isn't just a personality trait. It's a sacred gift that helps others understand themselves better. When someone talks to you, they end up seeing reflections of themselves that they couldn't see on their own. This happens constantly in your life, perhaps without you fully realizing it. That time you helped a friend understand why they were repeating the same mistakes in relationships. The moment when, simply by listening to someone vent, you asked questions that led them to profound insights about themselves. The way you naturally show people the positive aspects they can't see. You're reflecting others' souls back to them, like a clean and loving spiritual mirror. The power that comes from this revelation is extraordinary. When you consciously accept being a mirror for others, your ability to help people multiplies. Your words take on therapeutic weight. Your presence becomes healing. You develop an almost telepathic intuition to know exactly what each person needs to hear or see about themselves. You become an instrument of self-knowledge for everyone who crosses your path. Sixth revelation. Your moments of indecision are spiritual portals. The sixth revelation the universe has in store for Libra will surprise you. Your famous moments of indecision aren't flaws or weaknesses, but rather spiritual portals opening. When you're torn between two options, when you find it difficult to make a decision, you're actually accessing a state of expanded consciousness where you can see all the possibilities of a future yet to manifest. Think about those times when you spent hours deciding between two seemingly simple options. What seemed like a waste of time was actually your higher spirit analyzing all the possible consequences, all the paths each choice could open. Your indecision is like an involuntary meditation, a moment when you connect with universal wisdom to make the choice most aligned with your greater purpose. The superpower of this revelation is to develop an almost prophetic precision in your decisions. When you stop fighting your indecision and start honoring it as a sacred process, your choices become extraordinarily assertive. You begin to sense when a decision is aligned with your spiritual path. You develop the ability to read subtle signs from the universe that guide your choices. Your intuition sharpens dramatically. Seventh revelation. You channel healing through art and beauty. The seventh spiritual revelation for Libra is understanding that you possess the gift of channeling healing through art, beauty, and creativity. Whether you consider yourself an artist or not, every Libra carries within them a deep connection to the creative energy of the universe. When you create something beautiful, when you appreciate a work of art, when you arrange your home with care, you are participating in a process of collective healing. Notice how this manifests in your life. The way you feel refreshed after visiting a beautiful place. How your energy shifts when you're in a well-decorated space versus a messy one. The way you naturally combine colors, sounds, or flavors to create harmonious experiences for others. You are a natural channel of universal creative energy, and your every gesture toward beauty heals not only you but everyone around you. The power that comes from this revelation transforms you into a healer through aesthetics. Your home becomes a healing sanctuary. Your clothes emanate an energy that soothes others. Your way of expressing yourself, whether through words, gestures, or creations, carries restorative frequencies. You discover that you can help people simply by creating beautiful and harmonious environments for them. Your aesthetic sensitivity reveals itself as a true gift of spiritual healing. Eighth revelation. You are a guardian of the cosmic balance. The eighth revelation reserved for Libra is perhaps the most powerful of all. You were chosen to be a guardian of cosmic balance on Earth. Your constant need to balance situations is not just a personal preference, but a spiritual responsibility you assumed even before you were born. You came into this world with the specific mission of keeping certain energies in harmony. This explains why you feel real physical discomfort when you witness injustice or imbalance. Your body and soul are programmed to detect when the universe is out of alignment around you. Every time you mediate a conflict, when you bring justice to a situation, when you harmonize opposing energies, you are literally maintaining the balance of the cosmos. You are like a spiritual acupuncturist, inserting needles of harmony into the world's points of tension. The superpower that awakens with this revelation is monumental. You become capable of influencing entire energy fields with just your intention to balance. Your presence at important meetings can change the course of collective decisions. Your balanced energy can calm large-scale crises. You develop the ability to sense when the world needs more balance and respond automatically by channeling that energy through your daily actions. Ninth revelation. Your true love is with the universe itself. The ninth and final spiritual revelation coming to Libra is profoundly transformative. Your true love, the one you so desperately seek in human relationships, is actually with the universe itself. Your thirst for connection, your search for perfect partnership, your need for relational harmony are reflections of a cosmic romance you experience with existence itself. When you understand this, all your relationships take on a different sacred dimension. You stop seeking in others the completeness that can only come from your union with the cosmos. Your relationships become lighter because they no longer carry the impossible responsibility of filling a void that is actually a sacred space reserved for your connection with the divine. You love people more purely because you no longer need them to feel complete. The ultimate power of this revelation is total freedom. Freedom to love without possessive attachment. Freedom to relate without emotional dependence. freedom to be yourself without needing constant approval from others. You discover that when you are truly connected to the universe, all relationships flow naturally. The love you so desperately sought outside has always been within you, waiting to be recognized as the energy that moves all things. Now that you've discovered these 9 spiritual revelations unique to your sign, one question remains. Which one resonated most deeply with you? Which of these truths have you been feeling intuitively, but can now finally name and understand? Remember that knowing these gifts is only the first step. True power comes when you decide to consciously embrace each of these revelations and allow them to guide your journey. You weren't born a Libra by chance. You chose this sign because your soul was ready to carry these magnificent spiritual responsibilities. Now that you know who you truly are, the universe expects you to use these gifts to make the world a more balanced, beautiful, and harmonious place. The cosmos is counting on you, guardian of balance. It's time to take your place as one of the great peacemakers of this existence.